I'm not sure if you guys have heard of aboriginalmall.com, but actually it's been around for a couple of years, and actually we've just did some upgrades to the actual site again, and did some more cosmetic kind of stuff to make it look a little bit different, up with the times and that. But the purpose behind the Aboriginal Mall is to connect the First Nations, Metis, Inuit people, and organizations and communities across Canada. We've been working with Aboriginal communities for a number of years now, all over Alberta, and one of the commonalities that we've been finding with them is that there's still that lack of connection between even one another, between other communities. Like even you look at the settlements, even within there, like you have EDOs and that, STI people, and there's still that lack of communication in there, being able to get together with one another, with government, industry, all that. There's still a lot of issues in regards to what kind of companies are out on the reserves or in the settlements, what kind of members do they have there, what kind of training do they have, and vice versa. The communities are going, okay, well, industry, what do you have for jobs? Like, how do we need to train our people in that? And so there's still quite a void there. So that was one of the reasons behind establishing the Aboriginal Mall. So I thought, well, instead of going through and explaining each of the areas and that, I would just bring it up here on screen and just kind of show you the different things that it has to offer, and let you take a look. And then as I'm going through it, if you have any questions in the different areas and that, feel free to ask, and I'll answer them for you. So actually, to start with, actually is this area here, the community directory. Actually, that's just one of the new updates that we've actually added to the Aboriginal Mall, because what we were looking at is that when you go into a town, a city, a village, a hamlet, they all have little directories that you can access and find out, okay, what kind of businesses are in there, what kind, where the town office is, where the sub offices that belong to those main offices are in that. So what we thought we'd do is we would establish a community directory for each of the reserves and settlements and other Aboriginal communities that are out there. It just makes it so much easier to actually, for someone looking for a different department, like say if you're going up to Tall Cree and you wanted to know if they had a health unit or a health center and that, then you would be able to bring them up, and then you would be able to show, it would show the health unit, then you'd be able to find the contact numbers and people at the health unit. So, and so actually with the community directory, I'll show you here in Alberta, we have listed the First Nations, the Metis settlements, Alberta organizations, tribal councils. So like for example, if we go into the Alberta Metis settlements, we have a list of all the settlements here. And then you go into, like, let's say Fishing Lake. Here's their information, and if they have a website, it has a direct link to the website. And then underneath here, this is the interesting part, is that now we are able to connect any businesses that are operated by the settlement office. So through Fishing Lake, they have the oil hauling, the grocery store, well services, and beach properties. So and this is all part of through the community directory. So not only are they listed within the community directory and in there, but also their companies that are associated them are also in the business directory. So which makes it easier for either government, industry, or individuals going into that community if they're looking for companies there to deal with, or businesses or whatever, that they're able to bring them up and display everything together instead of having to do a search for the company location. So that's one thing that we're really excited about. And then, like I said, is the regular business directory that we offer, which you go in It's taking a little bit to load. And yeah, and then you register. And it shows your company logo and your company information. If you have a website or email, gives information about it. So, and then another area we have is shopping. One of the things that we've dealt with over a number of years too, as well, dealing with communities, is there's a lot of local artisans and artists within the communities that are doing paintings and other types of works in that, but really don't have an outlet for to get them out there. And so this was another feature that we had added in here, is that what would you be able to do is that they would be able to put their products onto our marketplace, and they can put them either under themselves or underneath a company, and it's up to them on whether or not they you can add the price in of the product. You can not have it in and just have contact information and that, and it gives you a wide range of options. The other one is events, and this one here is growing all the time, because that's another thing, is that a lot of communities don't know of events and different things happening around other communities. For example, last year I was at East Prairie Metis Settlement Quad Rally, and they had about 60 people show up for that. So this year they decided that they were going to put it on the mall and advertise and that, and it had just about 200 people show up for their rally this year. So it's just getting that information out there is one of the other issues. All right, so, and then as they're put on, they're added to our featured events calendar. So as new events are added, then they just keep being featured into the main area. So as soon as you come on, new stuff that's been added is right away visible for people when they come right onto the page. So like you see here with the on the top here, we have the 10th annual polka rally. And that is with the Etson ATV Club. So they can upload a picture to it, and then they added the PDF version of that. So they will see it, and then they added their website, contact information, and listing. So yeah, so like I said, that's been a real success for a number of events happening there. That we've really been getting good response, lots of stuff being added there, and we're trying to focus a little more too onto the powwows that happen around the province and stuff too, because that's always the thing too, is everyone's always looking for, well, where's the powwow at this year? For any in this month, any here and that. So we're starting to get a lot of communities adding that stuff in there for us to it. And so, and next is our job market. This area here with the job market is areas that kind of does two things. One, it allows employers to post positions, and it also allows individuals to access, to add their resumes into there too. So when they're searching, and if they find something that, if they're searching for a position that's not there, what they can do is they can go in and get it to keep an eye on certain positions and that, and then this way, when the employer goes on there to add jobs, and they do a search saying, okay, well, is there anyone available in the administrative area? And then right away they're flagged, and then the resume and their information is sent over to the employer. And the individual controls what kind of information he wants to share. So, yeah, so we got, like I said, post a resume. Actually, we had the City of Edmonton try out the Aboriginal Mall this summer and posted a number of jobs on there, and they were quite happy with the response that they've received with the positions. Because that was one of the other things that we've been doing, working with social development and assets in a number of communities, is that they're working with their members and getting them trained, having them develop their resumes and that, but then they really don't have a way to get them out there. So that's another thing that they've been looking at, is tying into the Aboriginal Mall and getting their members to, once they've developed their resumes and stuff like that, to upload them onto the Aboriginal Mall, and at least they're out there to be seen by potential employers. So. So, yeah, so over here, if you are a registered member, what it will do is it'll get you to log in, because then it keeps all your information together, and then it does an autofill of forms and stuff like that that you access on there. But yeah, so you can, like I said, for resumes, they're able to put all their information in there, and they can, if they don't want to attach their resume to it, they can just fill out the fields and send over and have it. But it gives them the option. And then, like I said, they can check the areas, the job classification interests that they're interested in. They can check the industry interests. They can check even job locations. Like if they're interested in a certain job, maybe they want to be in Newfoundland or Nunavut, or type of work, all that. So it's quite a useful tool for a number of members. Next we have news. So underneath the news we have just the different types of news announcements and stuff out there, but also this is an area where communities are able to access to publish, like for example AWN has started to load their community newsletters on there, and this way, because there are some members that belong up there that don't live up there, so this way it allows them access still to the newsletters of different things that are happening around the community. And then also members, once if you're a member, you can also log in and submit your own little articles and news and information as well to the site. Like, well, I won't open that, but these are other news and announcements that were submitted by other members, like this one here. Can you be healthy for you? And actually, that was myself that submitted that one, testing it out. But yeah, but other members are allowed to, if they find interesting articles out there too, that they figure that other people would be interested in, they can submit them and have them displayed onto the site too. But also underneath the news, let's see, hopefully we can get it. I'm not very good with my left hand, is that we have videos. An area for videos. Oh, looked like it loaded pretty quick. So actually, we've created a number of areas underneath here. Everything from around Canada to comedy to. So we've had actually this Chabot company from Winnipeg actually was nominated for an award through the Aboriginal, I believe it was Aboriginal Business Canada, And so they did a little interview with them, so they asked if they would be able to put that onto the Aboriginal Mall. So we said, yeah, no problem. So the little interview that they did, so we uploaded that. And then the other thing we've added into this area is our photo galleries. Actually, we've been, with all our traveling around at the different communities, we've been trying to find a way to get some of these pictures out there to give some recognition to some of the stuff that the communities do, like any of these new buildings they build and stuff like that. So actually, we added this onto the mall too. So we have. We've had a few pictures submitted there. One from, looks like Chippewa Lake, and then this one here, I believe, was a picture an artist drew, and he put it on there. Oh, yeah, easy to. But you guys will have to make sure and go on there and check it out. Maybe that's why it's not loading that fast, because it doesn't want you guys to see everything. So you have to go on there and check it out. This is another area that we've just added into the mall too. It has to do with networking, because what we wanted to do is kind of have people start to establish connections with other like, for example, EDOs. If you have all the EDOs in the settlements together in some way where they can talk about different projects, different initiatives they want to do. They wanted to just look at other things communities are doing. This here allows them to establish a network between them and just talk within that group. Or if you decide that you wanted to meet, just talk with some industry people and talk about different types of training and things like that, you can set that up in here and get them to join your little networking group. And so it's kind of like, I guess in a way it's kind of like, I guess like a message board set up, where you invite people, you start a group, you call it a certain name, and you send invites out there for those people to join it, and then it's kind of like a nice little area where no one else sees it, just the people that are in your group see it. That's it. And so it's like works as a sounding board as well, and you can connect with the different people that in your group, depending on what kind of projects or whatever, or if you want to work it between the EDOs of settlements or EDOs of the First Nations or other groups, stuff like that. It's like you can establish your own little networking group for different projects even, and have that going there and kind of use it to bounce ideas off one another and things like that. So it's quite an interesting. And then we have forums. And all that is just for people to put some discussions on there. Like there's the iPad talk, apps for iPads. Okay, so in the last 5 days there hasn't been any talk. Last but not least is our contest. This is where companies, communities, businesses, stuff like that are able to, if they have a contest that they want to submit out there for everyone to see. And so, for example, right here, right there, win an enhanced business listing. So yeah. So what we've done with the Aboriginal Mall is that over the years of working with a number of communities in the provinces, that we looked at some of the gaps, some of the issues in regards to of what they were happening in the areas of communication and stuff like that. And so that's what we did, is we tried to take those key components and put into the mall, and hopefully help address some of the concerns and stuff out there, because like I said, we've especially now after we've done the update to it, we've done some more cosmetic work in that now. It's quite a useful tool for people to utilize in that. And like I said, we've got some other communities now are saying, okay, well, we want want to start uploading resumes and things, and like, let's get this all established. And yeah, but so it's, I think it's going to do well, and as other things come about with it, then we'll look at adjusting it and too, if there's any other areas that communities would find to be a little helpful for them to start getting their information and things out there. If there's any other suggestions from them, we'll be looking up updating that too. So, and that's the Aboriginal Mall. Any questions?